everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it is Tigers breakdown time. We don't really talk about the Tigers that much because they've been pretty quiet during the off season. Spring training is less than a month away. I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks away. Is the start of pitchers and catchers report. So we're almost time for baseball season. Almost time to get back into it. And there's a few things that have been swirling around the Tigers the past few weeks that we haven't done a video. First off, kind of looking at it, Tigers have been kind of looking to try and find a reliever on the trade market, see who they can potentially get, even though their bullpen was pretty good last year. But it seems that they're trying to see if they can get any better in the bullpen. They're looking for closers, apparently, on the trade market. They did get denied by Ryan Presley from the Astros. I don't know.
Bastard, he did. He turned us down.
He turned us down. He said no to his no trade clause. He said no to us. He got traded to the Cubs, I think, a couple days ago. But he did turn us down. I think we did have a trade for him, and he said no. So we do not add to our bullpen that way. But they might be looking at other places. I haven't seen too much other news on who we might be going after bullpen-wise. Still in kind of trade rumors, though, is Spencer Torkelson. Apparently, the Mets are interested in Spencer Torkelson.
So, I want their best pitcher.
So there is a chance that you are going to probably get rid of Spencer Torkelson since Colt Keith is planning on playing first base this year. Since you got Gleyber Torres to play second, basically. So
that probably fits better, I would think.
So they're worried about his arm. That's why they don't really want Colt Keith throwing anywhere.
Think Colt Keith has a major league arm?
Well, he apparently hurt it at some point in the minors. That's why he doesn't play third anymore, and they moved him to second. So
okay. Well, that makes sense.
So they're thinking about moving. He's playing first this year, which means Spencer Torkelson is probably not going to get that many reps unless it's against left-handed hitters if he's on the team. Though, again, I think he will be traded sooner rather than later. And with the Mets being interested because Pete Alonso does not want to basically sign with them. They've had that struggle the whole entire offseason. Spencer Torkelson seems to potentially be a Met at some point before the year starts.
I hope we get something good for him. A good middle reliever, anybody. Just get somebody who's...
We need a starting pitcher. We don't need any little reliever. We need a starting pitcher.
What do they have that they'd give up?
I don't know, but your bullpen...
You're going to get somebody... I want somebody decent.
You got to remember what your bullpen did the second half of the year. You had one, maybe two starters, and then every other day was a bullpen day. So, your bullpen is good.
Give up. We've been screwed in trades more than that. And most of the other eras. I'm willing to give this guy, give Harris a chance and see what he can do.
We'll see where Torkelson, if he does get traded. If not, again, people keep on saying, well, what's he going to do if Colt Keith is playing first base? Well, you're not going to put him at DH because you got Carpenter playing DH 90% of the time, except for the times he's playing right field. But usually that means someone else is playing DH in that time to get themselves off their feet.
Right.
Because it is a weird thing to have all these young guys coming up, which again puts you in places where do you want to sign people, do you not? Because what are you going to do with Perez? I don't think Perez should be in Toledo this year. Perez should be up on the team.
Right.
Trey Sweeney's probably not going to be on the team because of his bat, I would assume. You have Baez back up. You have Vierling and McKinstry still on the team. So I would expect Sweeney to be playing in AAA this year and not be on the team.
Well, Baez is going to get hurt.
Once Baez gets hurt, Sweeney will come up.
That's almost inevitable. Baez is not going to be on this team.
I still don't know who your backup catcher is outside Jake Rogers. I don't know who.
How about you? You play catcher.
I don't even know who the backup your catching situation is still a very big question mark, I think, on the roster. I got to see who your backup catcher is overall. But like I said, there's question marks all over the place. Dylan Dingler's probably your backup catcher, which isn't fantastic.
Well, the Tiger fans have to understand, too, that what we did last year was a freak show at the last 3 months.
0.2%.
Expect the same result. I would love them to make the playoffs. I think they're a good enough team, and they need to make strides.
It all comes down to pitching, like usual.
You got to be more consistent throughout the year. You're not going to pull off what you pulled off last year and suck until August, and then finally make the playoffs. That ain't going to happen.
Other news kind of going around. Alex Bregman is looking for like a more longer term deal. Personally, I don't want to sign Alex Bregman because again, look at what you did last year with all your young guys.
Yep.
Why would you want to sign Alex Bregman to a 6-7 year deal?
No more bad contracts.
I don't want to sign Alex Bregman to a 6-7 year deal, and now Jung is not coming up, and you have to trade Jung away, or whoever else
3 years.
you want.
3 years at max.
I would say 2. 2 years.
I say two, but I'll give him 3 if he's, if it's reasonable.
I'll give him 2 years, and that'll be fine. But I think it's too much to think Alex Bregman would be a fantastic third baseman, sure, but play Jung, play Veerling, or sign somebody who's okay. Like last year, you signed Ursula or Shella, and he did fine. Not Ursula. Urshela.
I just think of a Little Mermaid or something. Ursula.
Urshela did good. He did good.
Yeah, he did. He was fine.
But
like I said, I enjoyed watching our team last year, but we do need to.
You need to work on your starting pitching.
Starting pitching, number one.
It's the big thing. Which, moving to that, Jack Flaherty has expressed many interest, but he's talking to people on morning shows and whatnot for baseball that he did like playing in Detroit, and he would come back here.
We would like to see him back.
And I would be perfectly fine if you signed Jack Flaherty next year for this year to play. Because he's still a free agent too, and he has expressed interest as well as coming back to Detroit if it was offered, and I would do it. Even if it's not 2-3 years, he would be fine.
I was hoping they'd pull off the Verlander thing, but
he's a giant. He's in San Francisco. But I mean, you have to figure out something starting pitching wise because there's not much else you can do.
No,
you have Jack Flaherty would round it out. You don't want to start Kenton Maeda again.
Look, it's Hazel.
You're answering during the middle of a video.
We're doing the video and Hazel's on there. We're doing a video. Call us back later. Oh, look how cute she is. She's a cutie. All right.
But
all right, you're on our video, Hazel. We'll call you back in a second. Bye.
But they suck. I don't know why you answered during the video. But
Hazel's so cute.
But they suck pitching wise. Who do you have starting pitching wise? Let's look at the roster this year. To be honest, that's what I should be going to. Pitching, Jackson Jobe, is he going to be a starter?
Yes.
Is he going to be on the team?
Jobe up.
I don't think he will be.
Jobe, Flaherty, and Scooble, and then patchwork with
I don't think he will be.
Maeda or something.
I don't think he'll be up.
Shut up! Why not?
He threw 4 innings.
I don't give a crap.
4 innings.
Time to throw him into the fire.
I don't think he could
be our 4th or 5th starter.
Ty Madden probably will be a pitcher.
Yeah.
Matt Manning will.
Yeah.
Apparently Casey Mize is still on the team. I didn't know. Kender Montero. I mean, he played well.
Yeah, I liked him.
He probably would be a starting pitcher. Obviously, you're gonna have Scooble.
Right.
You'll probably go from there. Alex Cobb is going to be your 5th starter.
He's horrible.
So right now, if you're looking at your rotation, you probably have Scooble as your 1, Reese Olson as your 2 because he did pretty good last year.
Yeah.
I would probably put Kender Montero as your 3rd.
Maeda's in the bullpen.
You're going to either go with Ty Madden or Matt Manning for your 4th, and then you're going to have Alex Cobb as your 5th.
Alex Corn on the cob.
And then your bullpen will go from there. You have Maeda didn't do terrible out of the bullpen. I will say that. He did okay when you asked him to do 1 or 2 innings. By the time he reached his 3rd or 4th inning is when it got shaky.
He should never pitch more than 1 inning. He sucks.
Herder did great last year. I expect him to be in the bullpen.
I love Herder, yes.
Casey Mize should be in the bullpen. Because, again, Mize was good for about 1 to 2 innings, and then things got shaky.
What is he, anyways? Is he going to be able to come back from his injury or not?
Well, I think bullpen-wise, he should be fine. If you're asking him to do whole games, that's different. But I think you'll have at least somewhat of a rotation. Again, Jake Rogers, Dylan Dingler will be your catchers, both right-handed. You need a left-handed hitting catcher. I'm sorry. Dingler can't be on the team if you have Jake Rogers. You need someone who you can put in lefty situations.
Yeah, this is coming up. Dude, this is almost February.
I said, we got like 2-3 weeks until pitchers catchers report.
Woo! Baseball.
Looking overall, again, your infield, you're probably having Colt Keith at first, Javier Baez at shortstop. You're going to have Gleyber Torres as your second baseman. And then you're going to have a rotation at third base. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Ibanez is your third baseman for a good amount of the year. Because Ibanez really, again, is not that bad. He's more of a quieter at bat than you really realize. But when you go look at him, he batted this year, once I can find his average, he batted 241 last year.
Right.
That's one of the better averages on your team. The reason you don't really hear much about it is because everything else he's done is pretty quiet overall, because all he had was 32 RBIs on the year and 5 home runs. 9 doubles, a very big double in the playoffs last year, 54 hits. He played a total of 99 games with 224 at-bats. And he batted almost 250. He is not a power. He's a contact hitter. He gets on base for you. It's what you need.
Right. I agree.
And I would not be surprised if he plays third base next year and you don't sign somebody, because that's basically where you're going to go. You're probably going to have Ibanez, McKinstry, and
we need a healthy Riley Green for the whole year. We need this guy to at least, everyone's going to get a few games off, but
because you got to look at what
you're going to have. We need a monster year from Riley.
Riley Green's going to play left like usual. Parker Meadows will play center.
Parker Meadows, he's awesome.
Second half of the year he's awesome. First half of the year he
I
sucked.
expect big things from this guy.
And then that puts your question into right field. Who are you going to start? Again, you could do a rotation. You got Gary Carpenter, who's typically your DH.
How many home runs did he have last year, Gary Carpenter?
While he was injured, he had. Let me go find him.
He didn't have any while he was injured.
Well, even though he was injured, he played 87 games, but in total, out of those 87 games, he hit 18 home runs.
That's pretty good. So you figure over a whole thing, he should hit.
He could be a 30 plus
35 to 40 home runs.
He can hit a lot of home runs. I mean, he had a very timely home run in the playoffs. But Gary Carpenter likely to play DH. So who are you putting in right? I say Wenzel Perez. Should be a consistent right fielder on your team.
Okay.
Right now. And if you don't feel that way, I mean, he played well. Again, rookie wise, Wenzel Perez. He played in 112 games last year, batted 242. He should not be in the minors.
No, I agree. I agree. So who's going to be our second baseman?
Gleyber Torres.
Oh, that's the guy we signed from the Yankees.
That's the guy we signed from the Yankees.
All right.
Last year.
And it'll probably be mostly Sweeney at short.
No, it'll be mostly Baez at short.
Baez is going to get hurt within the first. He's probably going to get hurt.
Gleyber Torres last year, he through 154 through 154 games last year, Gleyber Torres batted a total. Well, if it doesn't even show me his average, but he hit 15 home runs, had 151 hits. I don't know why it won't tell me his average.
You think AJ Hinch is going to leave Joan Baez in there?
He batted 257 last year in New York.
If he doesn't play well.
If he doesn't play well, they'll probably send him, but they're going to start him. You're going to start
you
Baez.
Can't blow games though. You can't waste your time.
If he starts sucking, they're probably going to rotate him out more.
Pull him early. You don't give him a lot. He has a very, very, very short leash as far as I'm concerned.
But we'll see what they end up doing. Because, again, I don't see Sweeney being on the team. Jung will probably be on the team this year. He'll probably be down in the minors waiting for a call-up. Because that's kind of what they did last year.
Yeah.
They waited till the end to do a lot of it. To call those people up. They waited till the end.
What's your deal, dog?
Knocking down everything. What are you doing? But they waited till the end to do a lot of it. That way they kept the year of they still have contracts longer because of how late they called everyone up. But we'll see what goes on. Again, we have a few more weeks to pitcher catchers report. Hopefully something happens involving the rotation in the next few days. And we don't sign Alex Bregman. I don't want him on the team.
We're excited around here. We had a great year despite the end of the Lions, where the Wings are doing well.
The Pistons are doing well.
And then we got the Tigers coming on. I think all can you I think it'd be great if all four of our teams made the playoffs in 1 year. I don't think that's ever happened
Well, they're on
that
track.
I remember.
They're on
I
track.
hope so. I hope so.
Because you got to think.
The
Well, I
Wings are
guess
the
they
big
wouldn't
question.
technically be on track. The Tigers have to make it at the end of this year.
Well, they made
But
it.
technically, all the 2023 seasons, they're all on track. All the, but we'll see. We'll see what I'm saying. We'll end it here, though. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Tigers and what they should be doing, shouldn't be doing. How excited are you for the season? Until next time, see everybody soon.